Good morning to all. Myself, Dr. Kumar, Department of IT, Sagar Institute of Research and Technology, SIRT, the sales group. Today in this lecture, we will discuss regarding the control statements inside the Java programming and our subject code, that is the IT 306 of same third. So let's start. In Java, the selection statements, they are the two, that is the if and switch, which allow you to control and flow your program execution based on conditions known only during the runtime. Here, there's some selection statements as we discussed, that is the if and switch. Inside the if, that is the if else, nested if else if, and switch. We will take one by one. Let's take the syntax, all of them. That is the first syntax of if, that is the if, that is the small bracket opening and close, and inside that there will be condition, and after that the body of the if condition, that is inside the curly bracket, that is the opening and closing. There may be one statement or the group of the statements, and every statement ends with the semicolon. Inside the B, that is the syntax of if else. Upper, that is the same if, bracket start, condition, bracket close, and then the body of the if inside the curly brackets, opening and closing bracket, and after that the else condition, opening and closing. Now here, if the if condition, that is the true, and it will return the 1. At that time, the body of the if that will execute, and if the if condition returns the 0, means the return condition is false, that at that time the else condition will execute, means the body of the else condition will execute. Now here, the next scenario, that is the syntax of the nested if else. Nested if else. If condition, if it is true, then the body of the if condition will execute, and here inside the body of the if condition, again one if, and inside that if, that is the else is there. So if here the if condition is true, it will return 1. Then body of the if condition will execute, and inside that body again the if condition will encounter, and if that condition of the if inside the if is true, then at that time the nested if condition will be, if the true, that then the body of that will be execute, otherwise the else will execute. And if the if condition is true, that is the main if condition is false, then at that time the else condition that will be execute. And here in this scenario, inside the else there is again the if condition, and inside that if condition there is the else condition. The next scenario, that is the D, syntax of the if else if, that is the if else if ladder also, the another name. If condition is true, then the body of the if that will execute. Otherwise, if condition is false, then at that time the else of the if condition will be execute. And then inside that if, inside that else, there is a if condition, right? Then again the if encounter, if that condition, if of the second, that will true, then at that time the body of that if that is inside the else will execute. Otherwise the else of the if that is inside the else will execute, and here again inside the else there is a if, that is the else if condition. So these were the scenario of the four if conditions. First was the if conditions only, second was the if else, second was the next the nested if else, and the syntax of the if else if ladder. And here the scenario and the syntax, that is the switch case statement. Here the switch, that is the keyword switch, you will write the switch and will start the bracket and the expression here, and then the bracket of the switch that will start. And case 1, that is the case, again the keyword case in the small letter, space, 1 colon, and after that the body of the case statement will be there. And here is the break. After then the case 2, case 3, and case 4. Every case that is ends with the break statement, and lastly that is the default. Here one thing is important, that here I write here in the syntax case 1, case 2, case 3, and case 4. This is not compulsory that you will write the case in orders. No. You can write the case 4, you can write the case 3, you can write the anywhere you can write the case, and you can write default. When the expression that will match with the case, if the case is matched, then the body of that case will execute. Otherwise, the body of the default will execute. Now, first of all, that is the if condition. The if statement in Java, conditional branch statement. This is used to be route the program execution through two different paths. Here in the general form of the if statement. Here, this is the syntax of the if statement as we done earlier. That is the if-else condition, if condition, then statement, then else. The if works like this. If the condition is true, then statement 1 is executed. Otherwise, the statement 2 is executed. Means if the condition of the if is true, then the body of the condition that will if condition will execute. Otherwise, the body of the else statement, else condition will execute. Now, here the first program to implement the if. Here I take only the if. And my program name, that is the MaxIf.java. I take the class, that is the MaxIf. You can write any class name, but depends upon you. That's somewhat easy, that is the MaxIf, because our program that is going to give the result of the maximum, that is the which number is maximum, and it will give the result. So here I will take the scenario, that is the class MaxIf, and that is the class. Open the class, body of the class start, and then here the public static void main, and inside that I declare the two variable a and variable b. In the variable a, that is the 10 value is assigned, and inside the variable b, the 20 value is assigned. Here is the syntax of the if, that is the if a less than b. If a less than b. Now here the a is 10 and b is 20. So condition is true, a is less than b, then the body of this, right, that will execute. Then here inside the console, on the console it will be max of two number is, it will print it as it is, and the value of a will print here, that is the 10, right? And if we see that how to run the program, right, and here we will see the program. So here the program name, that is the MaxIf. Now let's see the program. Okay, now here I put a folder here, that is the pjava. Okay, and inside that pjava I write the program. And how you will write the program? Open the notepad, right? Open the notepad, and this one, open the notepad, and write the program inside the notepad. Okay, I write the program here inside the notepad. This is the notepad, right? So here, and then save the program with the class name. Okay, save the program with the class name here. Here the class name, that is the MaxIf. Then click on file, click on save, and then save the program with the class name followed by the extension, that is the .java. Okay, then you save the program. Okay, now here when you will save the program, at that time you will find the program here, that is the MaxIf.java. So here this is the this one. Now here that is the class, then I'll open that program that I saved, right? That is the program inside that is the MaxIf.java. See, this is the MaxIf here. Okay, I put this MaxIf file simply, the text file, and here this is the MaxIf. This program is the MaxIf.java. Okay, now I open the program, that is the MaxIf.java with the notepad. Okay, because Notepad is a very powerful editor. Now this is the program here. That's the MaxIf that I saved the program with the MaxIf.java. That is the MaxIf. Now let us see what will be the output of this program. Right. So output of this program that should be here int a and b. A is equal to 10, b is equal to 20. If a less than 20, then the body of the if condition will execute. So here and here, if this one is the closing bracket of the if condition, and after that this is outside the if system.out.println welcome. Okay. Now let's see what will be the result. So we are coming back. So here I am just here inside the C, and my programs they are inside the, that is the F. Okay, inside that there is a folder. So I will jump to F. I will write here the F colon, and I press enter. Then I jump to F drive. Inside the F drive, I want to see the directory. So I will write here the dir. I'm using the word here directory because we are going to the command prompt. So here the folder that is inside the window, we will see. Say them the directories here. So these are the directories. So there is one directory that is the pjava. Now I want to open the pjava. Okay, now I will enter the pjava. So there is a change directory. I will change directory and I will give the directory name, that is the pjava. Now here I'm inside the pjava, and here if I want to see the programs, there the dir. I can put the dir here. These are the programs that is inside the pjava directory. So here, what is my program name? That is I want to compile my program, and my program that is the maxif.java. I told you earlier, when we will compile the program inside the Java, then I will write the Java C space name of the program with the followed by the extension, that is the .java. So I'm here, I'm compiling my program. The program is compiled successfully. So here I will run the program, that is the Java, and I will put here the Java, that is the file name. So this is here the max of the two number is 10, right? Here the max of the two number is 10, right? As we discuss here, this was the program. The max of the two number is, that is the 10. So there is no space. So I will put here, that is the is equal to. Okay, and put a space here. Then I'll save it and welcome. If I will change here, that is the welcome to SIRT, the sage group. Okay, now then what will happen? Let's see the result. I save the program. Then I have to again compile the program. And one more thing, when now I'm compiling the program, when you compile the program, then at that time you save your file with the .java extension. When you compile the program, you will get a .class file there. So you can see the .class file here. So now here I compile the program successfully, and now here I'm going to run the program. That is the this here. This is the result. Max of the two number is equal to max of two number. That is the 10. Okay. Now here this is logically problem. Syntactically the syntax is okay, but in my program the logic that is not okay. What I will, if a is less than b, if a less than b, then what will happen? The a is smaller, so I will put here the value that is the b. Okay, now I will save the program, because see, you see here that I run the program done successfully, but my logic was wrong. Okay, now here I clear my logic, I update my logic inside the program, so I save the program. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Then we will see. So here, that is the, again I will compile the program. When you will make any changes inside the program, you have to recompile the program, and after compilation you will run the program. Okay, otherwise your all result will be with you. So here, now see, this is the max of two number is 20, and welcome to SIRT, the sage group. Now you will see that is the sage, that is the spelling, that is the e. And when I will save it, then again I have to run the program. I have to compile the program first, and then the program should be run. Okay, now here you see the result. That is the, this was the scenario, that is the if condition. Only if, I didn't put here anything, that is the only if is here. Now the second, that is the program to implement if, that is the, we have done it, that makes if. Here this was the logical problem. Okay, if the condition is true, then at that time it will print. Okay, now here you see, if the condition is true, it will print the value of b. Now we take one more look to the program. That program was there. Now see, if the condition is false, if a greater than b, then if I will write here a or b, nothing to worry, then what will happen? I'll save the program. Then if the condition is true, then the body of the condition will be execute, right? Here I change the condition, a is greater than b. Okay, the condition is false. I know condition is false. Then max of two number, that is the b. Okay, now save the program. Then I run the program, and I will run the program. Now see, I save the program, but I told you that if we have to compile the program, but I am going to run the program. Now see, the result is the same, right? But the result doesn't match with my programming structure. So here I will first compile the program. Okay, I compile the program, and program will compile successfully, and after that now I'm going to run the program. You see, welcome to SIRT, the Sage Group. What happened regarding this statement? That is the system.out.println and then max of two number, because it cannot execute because the condition, that is the false. So this was the scenario of the if condition along with the practical implementation. Now I'm again here, again coming back to the program. Now this was the max if one name of the class and the program, that is the int a int b to variable. If a is less than b, then it will give the output of the maximum two number. Now this is the program that is the logically correct. Now next is the same program, find the maximum two numbers. Now I put here the if and else. Now see, the class is max. Inside the class, there is the public static void main string arguments. This is the main function. Two variable, three variable here. That is the a, b, and max. A, I assign the value 10 and 20 assigned to b. That if the a is greater than b, if a is greater than b, max is equal to a. Means the value of the a that will be assigned to max, right? Else max will be assigned the value of the b. And you can write here the maximum of two numbers, that is the system.out.println, and max of two number is, that is the max, right? So let's take a look. That is the program class name, that is the max, and my program is saved with the extension, that is the max.java. Let's give a look to the program, that is the max.java, right? I will say that is the max, this is the max.java, and you see there the .class files are also there. So here you can see that is the class max. Okay, inside the class max, three variables are here, int a and b, values assigned to a and b. If a is equal to max, a is greater than b. If a is greater than b, then max will be assigned with the value of the a. Else the max will be assigned the value of the b. Now here the main thing that I have to put here the brackets, right? Now I'll put here the brackets here, and inside the else also I will put the brackets here. Now, I'll put the brackets here, this one. So here let's see what happens. Now here we see that the if condition is true, then the body of the if that will execute, otherwise the body of the else will execute. So here the system.out.println max of two number is, that is the max. Let's see this, that is the max.java. We will take here, that is the max.java. Okay, now see, I think so that is clear now. That is the Java. See, max.java. Right? That is the implementation of the if else. That is the, I compiled the program. Now I will run the program. That is the Java. That is the Java here, and the program name. So here I see that the max of two number, that is the 20. It means here the if a is greater than b, the condition was false. So directly the condition, the body of the else statement has been executed, and here the max is assigned a value of the b, and after that the value of the b has been printed, and the value of the b that was printed by the variable, that is the max. This was a scenario, that is the if and else condition. Now we are coming back. This was the output. Now this is the next one, that is the if else if. So here that is the if else if ladder. So because this is the else if ladder, so I take the class name, that is the ladder, public static void main. This is the main function, and I take the one variable, that is the number of the integer type, and assign to value, that is the 0. Check if the number is greater than 0. Okay, I'm just simply checking the number. The check the number greater than 0. Then if the number is greater than 0, then the body of the if that will execute. Else again, if the number is less than 0, then the body of that if will execute. Else, okay, the number will be printed. Now see, let us see the scenario. So here, if the number is greater than 0, the body of the if is executed, and it will write the number is positive. Otherwise, it will go to the else condition. Okay, inside the else there is if, that is the else if number is less than 0, it will print the number is negative. Else it will print the number is 0. Okay, let's take a look of this program. The program name, that is the ladder, right? This is the ladder program here, that is the ladder. And I'll put here, that is the Java C. Okay, .java. The program is compiled successfully, as you have seen, and then now I will run the program. And when I will run the program, simply the Java and the program name, and see the number is 0. I put the number, that is the 0. Okay, now let's take some scenarios here, because this is ladder very important. Now here I take the program, that is the ladder, and here this is the program. This is the ladder.java, and you see when I compile the program, there is a class files along with that ladder.class. So here now I'm this program here, I put here the number, that is the 1. Okay, now what should be the result? The result should be the number is positive. Let's see. And I have told you earlier, when you are going for that, your changes, then after that you have to compile the program, otherwise the program will give the old output. So I have compiled the program, and when I compile the program and I run the program, see the number is positive. So this was the scenario of the, this was, that is if else if ladder, and this is the output of the program. Now here the program, that is the program to print good morning or good day or good evening using the else if else. Okay, and my program name, that is the else if else Java. I give the program name because I take the class name here, that is the some fruitful for someone. Now here I take the public class, that is the else if else, and here inside the class, that is the main, and int time is equal to 22. If time is less than 10, system dot out, that is the 24-hour circle I have time taken. Yes, that is the time is 10, less than 10, that is the good morning. Else if time is less than 20, then good day, else the good evening. Okay, that is a good day, else the good evening. So this is the scenario. Scenario is created, scenario may be changed, that depends upon you. And here, when I will run this program, then at that time, it will give me the good evening, because that is the 22. Okay, in the 22, it will give me the good evening. So here I take the another example of the ladder, that is the if else if. So here, if the condition, then the else control will come to the else, and here inside the else there is another if, and then control will go to the, that is the else. So this was the scenario of the that is ladder, that is the if else if ladder. So in this we have completed the if statement, that is the conditional statement, and this is the result. And this was regarding the if. Okay. I, Dr. Kumar, Department of IT, Sagar Institute of Research and Technology, the SAGE Group, Bhopal, welcomes and thank you for watching this video. Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot.